Welcome back to Otso Noni Talk Media. Today, the topic is Poppie Nongena.
This one requires me to take an alcoholic beverage.
Mine is a virgin daiquiri what.
I just want to tell you that I'm a virgin and my kids were via immaculate conception. This is actually a play that was written by a white lady in the 1960s that is stemming from a true story. And then the screenplay was written by Sarki Bota and somebody else. And then it was directed by another white gentleman.
Poppie, daar's telefoon vir jou. Maar wat gaan aan? Brand en Pepsi kan ons.
Mabalan! Hey! Wagu, is wel lekker aan ballet.
Ek 7 dae met die Kaap te kom.
Die office het gesê ek moet gaan. Kan nie weer extension kry nie.
Die wet sê as 'n man nie vir 10 jaar vir dieselfde baas werk nie, moet sy vrou gaan.
Maar ek het nergens om te gaan nie. Dis af jou huis gee. Wat help dit ek het 'n huis daar maar my hele lewe is.
Wat verstaan jy nie? Jy hoort nie.
Jy's 'n immigrant in jou eie land.
Altyd bly gaan hulle jou opsluit.
Dan moet ek net my pas regmaak. Dis my only choice.
Ek maak oorlog vir jou.
Die wet, meneer. Hoekom is dit hard op vroumense? Julle is Nongenas. Julle mag nie dat die lewe julle onderkry. Nee, dief.
This movie, Poppie Nongena, focuses on a lady who is a domestic, and she has been given 7 days by the Department of Black people not moving around.
Department of Moving People Out of Their Homes.
The Department of Bantu people who are being dispositioned. We can't carry on like this.
Isn't it social welfare or something like that?
No, it's the Department of Trash.
So this happens during the time when the homeland systems, the homelands were actually given their own independence. So Poppie is married to this guy who was not born in Cape Town. And then because her husband was not born in Cape Town, even though she was, and her children are, they all have to move to the homelands.
And the reason that she has to move is because the husband fell sick, so he couldn't continue working under the contract that has him in Cape Town.
This is a 7-day period where Poppie is trying to salvage her family. Let's start with the positives.
With the great things, huh?
I really and truly could not write notes on this one because from the second minute of the film, I probably would have broken my pen.
No, it's quite triggering, le film Lena. It is, and I said in the previous episode, I don't want to be triggered, but here I am.
But can you get triggered because it's raining. Like Langalbala, you said that this hair must be on the side.
Yes, can it be on the side? Because I cannot hear
it's
it.
really not working.
No, can we
It's
not
not working?
Oh my god, I'm dying. Your buns are killing me. I am your DOP.
The grade was amazing, and
It
that's
was true
due
to apartheid.
Yes, and it's due to the color palette that they went for, and they created a very bleak world.
They got the era right in terms of the furniture, the way the offices were. I loved the way it started because it starts with the sound of goop, goop, goop. Is you must
from
leave
Department of Leave Affairs.
the Bantustan department.
Yeah.
Yes.
we've decided. That's it. Wardrobe was on point.
Yes.
Those beautiful berets and whatever.
Oh, they were gorgeous.
Gorgeous. This show also showed us how our mothers. And
No,
our
that's our
fathers,
grandmothers.
Our grandfathers, yes,
Yeah,
and a little bit of our mothers.
Yeah, but
also.
our
There's a
mothers are
little
like
bit.
60s
They-
now.
yeah.
So, like,
So
their mothers.
Their
and then-
mothers had to do everything in their power to please the white people.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Poppie here said that she prefers to speak Afrikaans than her actual language
Yes.
in the house.
To her employers, because obviously Afrikaans was seen as Afrikaans was the preferred language. In fact, it was the only legal language.
Yeah. And it was real because when
Yeah.
she went home, she spoke Afrikaans with her family.
Is that one of the positives?
It is positive.
Haibo!
Well, it's true to the time.
You don't think that she was speaking Afrikaans all the time because it was written by the Afrikaners?
Okay, every time she walked in it, the tracking
Yeah.
was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's one of the best tracks I've seen
Yeah.
in a long time.
There was a night scene where Poppy
Yo!
steps out with her husband.
Yo.
And they, guys, this is at night. But the way they lit it, come on, Claire, with the red bricks.
I could see everything.
And Poppy standing there with her husband and I'm just thinking, oh my God, it was beautifully
It made us
shot.
want to go and shoot.
Yeah, we want to shoot like that. Gatenet film people
You guys
tend to get a lot more right, and nathi singathanda ukwazi ukuthi kuza kanjani.
Kanchan, do you guys have a longer
Pre-prod
period? Do you guys have longer post?
Bigger budget.
Bigger budgets, better equipment,
Asazi.
better DOPs, guys. So you guys use people who are, seasoned. Like a collabo would be really great because we can clearly see, you guys are skilled.
Yes.
You guys know what the
In
hell you're
picture.
doing. You guys. But story though,
Hey!
ringing.
And we
Each other's
actually
talents.
understand melanated stories.
The tossing scene, right?
You found positives
I
in the
did.
twassing scene?
I love the fact that she used that moment to release her stress and for the first time just like allow herself to feel and cry and scream, because throughout this whole process all she was doing was just trying to get to the next person who's going to help her talk to the Department of Moving Affairs. So Miguel has been holding on a lot to the point that she fainted. But the twassing scene, even though she didn't believe in traditional methods, she then released her stress right there and then.
It was very indicative of how much black women, black female bodies, especially during those times, held on to pain, and they had no avenues in order to release their pain. So that scene, Yoktwasa kind of like said, okay, you can let go, ungareula, ungamemeza, ungakhala, and just let it all come out, which is very, very powerful and profound.
And I love that it happened at that time because it was our traditional ways were pushed to the ground. Okay?
They were illegal.
They were
They were
illegal.
not pushed to the ground. It was illegal.
It was just illegal, ne? So with that being said, they showed Hore, this is still home.
Clementine.
Yeah.
Clementine, you are an amazing actress.
She is.
You are an amazing. I love the fact that you know all these languages as well. Also, kadi language.
There was also that guy called Temba.
I know that Tembaletu Nduli is a good actor, and he knows Afrikaans as well, and so I expected him to get more. The madam,
Shame. She was going through a lot as well.
she
hey?
was, and it also showed Hore there was a lot of things that Poppy had to deal with before she can get to
Yeah.
being heard. White
women,
white women, black men,
and then black women. And in many respects, it's still like that.
Yeah, and even the white woman went through a lot because the madam was trying to help Poppy get her citizenship.
In the Republic of Cape Town.
She went into the car furious saying, I will help you, girl, they will listen to me. And let me tell you something, upanchile ugeli.
Because ugel.
Yeah, and then
Ukuthi umlungu or uyini ugel.
ugel. And same girl bafonela indoda yakhe bathi put your dog on a leash. Even the butch woman could not even speak to those guys. Like, she came out of there going, Poppie, ni ek ni.
Yeah.
And then she got there.
Oh my God, like you're Afrikaans,
so
like
Afrikaans,
for real.
like, oh my God, I learned something from Poppie.
Oh.
Now the snacks things.
Within the first 2 minutes of this magnificent film called Poppie Nongena, we see it starts off with Poppie being in, like, obviously lunch is being served. It's Sunday lunch, and then a phone call comes in the house, and then the missus says to Poppie, it's a call for you, please don't take long because my husband doesn't like the shit. Right, great. Poppie takes the phone. Oh, and then the missus says, it is your mother. Poppie takes the phone and she goes, hello, ma, and rattles off in Afrikaans, right? So in my head, I'm thinking, hi, she's just doing this because umedem usasekhona in magasithela uzokhuluma ngesigubo. Cha. Phezu kwalokho guysini, umam Poppie goes. Afika elokishini eli-empty. I think they shot this thing during level 5 lockdown of 2020 because in my entire existence on planet Earth, I am yet to see a township
that empty.
Saselap, I haven't finished. So we're in the loction, right? And then Mom Poppie is now going from kereke things, it's a Thursday. So if there is a kereke scene in a township around then, it was called Sheeta's Day. Obviously, they're going to a church, right? They go to church, that's what it is. That's when they organized meetings. Do you understand? Also, kereke Thursday. Ofeta lenyalo.
Hababini umakoti ngowethu.
Lenyalo.
Baso ko strateng kana kweo. Bear in mind that gatherings were not allowed.
On a Thursday, 8 people in a township.
Never.
In a wedding.
Never.
8. The way you are crossing frame. Like DOP engine. Let DOP is just crossing frame.
It's enjoyable. I should take my 10-second break. I was gonna make noise.
The beginning of this film, first of all, she gets into a bus, right? Because she has to go and sort out her living things, right? Hafika ko pesing Mugeli. 2 seconds after the bus moves, the window gets smashed by a stone, right, or whatever. They tell them to leave because they need to walk now. Because after a rock, it's a bomb. Sharp. We understand. Poppie walks. Poppie, she walks right through
the
Masole.
police.
And then they're all standing like this, not giving a crap about Poppie because they're very volatile.
Have you ever seen white Afrikaans soldiers during apartheid when a black woman is walking past and they're just placid and polite?
They're very polite. Like, she could have had a conversation with them and nothing would have happened.
She could have shed a smoke and they would have been fine.
Honestly, and also, the people that threw that rock, bye.
While we were on the issue of writers, there was an entire strike happening. And people are burning things and whatever, and the crowd is approximately 20 people.
Again, 3 words. Rent a crowd.
And then bangena a hostel and Mom Poppie is looking for people in the hostel.
Looking for the uncle.
For the drunkle in the hostel. The hostels during apartheid, guysine.
They were used to be packed, guys.
Guysine.
That's where our miners lived.
That was migrant labor, like living quarters. I'm sure we're by 10. All of it. People were just
like vacation there. While Poppie is walking through that mess, that mess. Kukhala ingoma. Why didn't you play emotive music during that time? Like a drone or something that's cinematic.
If abantu bayalwa kumzabalazo, you are not going to be playing Mbogoto music. You are going to be playing Mzabalazo music.
Like, yes, even if you stuck to sound design.
Yeah.
Stuck to feet moving.
Yeah.
What rattling
Chanting,
over there, chanting in the background, because there should have been chanting in the background.
Actually, so there was a part ne, labantu laba, the young people are fighting with their parents because the
Parents
young
don't
people
listen.
the young people want to fight for Inkululeko and they don't like Afrikaans because June 16 is happening that side, and then the older people are just like, no, don't
tired.
fight too much, we just want to live, right? There was a part that is one of the longest scenes I've also ever seen in my life. So there was a part where I was waiting them to break into song like Safa Safa. We just went to Uba Gibson Kent and Nombongeni Ngema.
Together, mama. Together.
How?
Because
Kanti nje.
Ngube bright.
Yebo. Poppie ohamba with her man into a umsamo
In thing is
of a
sure.
healer
And then they walk in there
with their shoes
with their
on.
shoes. In fact, everybody in that
Ndumba.
have shoes on. 2.
Where?
Umkhulu uyahlahluba. Ha hlahluba umkhulu akho bhayi.
Akho
Ula ngesuit and
mpepho,
tie.
akho sitting on the floor and no.
He looked like he was going to court or something.
I have never in my entire life seen such
Never.
amazing bullshit.
Never. I feel like the story was missing the little things that fill up the story, like we said, Uguti, how do you not faga ipai when healing? How do you have few people in the hospital? So those things really disconnected. We disengaged completely. Like our suspension of disbelief out the window.
This film for me was a huge disconnect because it was supposed to be the story of a black woman, but it was told voyeuristically through the eyes of whiteness, and you can tell.
I don't know what you guys were trying to do.
Yeah.
It felt like you wanted to put bums on seats in the cinema, and then we get disappointed when we get there. That's how I felt. Because we were very excited. I personally was excited that somebody's going to tell this story.
I feel that white storytellers in South Africa, when you decide to tell black narratives, please go and consult black people. Please ask black people to be to play a bigger role in your scripting and your production and so on.
And just maybe my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. When it comes to GayNet, people writing GayNet stuff, I think you guys should stick to, maybe if you insist on keeping your people, stick to the white people that fought for our freedom.
Yeah.
If you want to tell our freedom stories, because I know those women are there.
Yeah.
I know they exist.
Bayers Nodia was there.
The story itself shows the women and the men that were fighting for our freedom. So tell those stories, because then it's fine. It's okay. You know what I mean? And then we can feature, like Poppie was featured in her own.
Yes. Mam Poppie featured in a movie about her.
Yeah.
This woman was said to be fighting for her family, to keep her family together.
Yes.
We know fuck all about her family.
We don't know. I don't know about Poppie. I don't know the kind of person that she was.
No.
Was she a fighter?
No.
Doesn't say here. Very questionable moments. I expected Poppie to go into those offices and fight. And fight like she's never fought before. But all she did was hide behind the other women and really just say,
very placid.
her famous line was,
Hoekom is dit so hard op vroumense?
that's what Poppie did. I know freedom fighters, but back then, and they fought.
Like the Winnies,
They fought, guys.
Mam Sisulu, like
The only fight that Poppie gave was to lift her hands like this.
no, that triggered me. She just pimped her own son. Gave the address to her own son, and then the police drive away, and then she stands there like Amandla.
And the only reason she pimpered her son
is because she was protecting the white little girl
from seeing her being thrown in a police van.
You are giving up your own son because you are protecting a white little girl.
I can't believe this. I actually don't believe this.
Parallel universes.
So Emma Crash.
No, the crash killed me. When I grow up, I want to run a crash like that.
Crash so I can do that and give kids off like that.
That crash is the reason why we are shooting Abandoned.
Yes. She has a son. son gets into a relationship with some other girl during.
We didn't even see that relationship.
We didn't see the relationship.
We didn't even see them shagging, nothing.
We don't know the kids.
Jiggy. Goodness,
They bring Mulato home. Hey, go. We want money. Poppy gives her last money to the family, right? Then eventually, after Poppy realizes, can you not steal my alcohol? Not
Again,
this
like,
time.
who
Not
make
this
the
time,
story?
Satan. What the hell?
Satanism.
As mina ngiphuza kahle mina as a normal. So
put it there.
Poppy. Put it
Just
there. Poppy gets 24. How many? 3 days or something?
The whole thing is following 7 days. There are no 7 time
There are no
lapses.
7 time lapses. She slept twice.
I too.
Okay, too. She slept twice. Anyway, on the last day, Poppy now feels like she needs to connect with her grandchild because she never actually gave
8
a
die
light of
blue
day.
van onze hemel.
Yeah. So sy gaan and cake vir die kind at the crash.
Yes.
Go, enters the crash. The kids are like, hey, everybody. How? Poppy sits down with the crash owner and says to her, look, I'm the grandmother to so-and-so's child. Please, can I see the kid? The crash owner says, no, my darling, it's going to be very difficult for me today because the mother has never mentioned anything about you.
And then the very next line, after she uttered these words,
Second later.
after she goes, no, she goes,
Nomsa,
bring the child.
zisa usana lam kulwam kum.
Can you imagine?
Nomsa is popping. She's bonding a pap.
But on a primer stove. It's a primer stove and ipotwe le papa. Uyabonda.
She's cooking.
Uphethe usana ngicela le bottle le oasis. Uphethe usana.
That's clearly because that's
So.
how quickly she gave the child.
Ubonda.
And that's not even possible though.
It can't be possible because
Ipoto ali movie.
No.
Ubonda ipapa.
Nomsa
Ku primer
is
stove.
wife material. Nomsa is the
I
one.
wanna be the person.
Mina ngifuna about Nomsa mina.
Nam
cool.
Nam.
Nomsa just immediately gives the child after this process being difficult. Then Upopi says,
Ndingahamba nalo mntana. Ndithetha nopolisi. Hayi ke kodwa. Kulungile.
cash owner goes, Bantwana,
Ithini
let's
bye-bye.
sing for the baby goodbye. Yay! Poppy, look, things were easier back then, but no. I'm fighting the fact that the story, the crash owner said it's gonna be difficult.
Said no.
She said no.
And then out of the
In the same breath,
8 die blou van onze hemel sê het die kind gegee.
Vesban. So Poppy goes and finds the mom because she's an honorable woman and she's not a thief. She goes, finds the mom, says, can I take this child with me because I'm leaving Cape Town? The mom is like, I don't even care about this child. Take the child, right? Abandoned. Guys, there's so much wrong with this. Before that, utlapa ama comrade.
Yes. O tsamaya le ngwana, o pepile ngwana, o tshwere ngwana yana.
Ka beke
fela ne. Ma comrade a fitla a mmolela gore he bana ba hao ba kae, bana ba hao ba kae. And then she claps the comrades ne. Cha ngimpama. Jongo Bruce Lee like aya. Then she goes into her foreign house and then
She's got groceries
she's
now.
all of a Sunday. All of a Sunday, guys.
Then 2 minutes in, now there is a riot.
Yeah.
There is a riot, guys, and that riot has all of 2 people.
Yeah.
And that riot suddenly has a person sitting next to
A shack.
leaning against a shack with a
With
tire.
a tire next to them. Umuntu mama necklace sure we thought the tire goes around them. No.
This person is clearly burnt.
In this parallel universe, the tire is next to the charred body, and you can see that the flames went up in a straight line.
The shack did not burn.
Nothing, guys.
We didn't even hear this thing happening. Suddenly there's all these dead people.
It was a jiggy.
It was a jiggy.
Literally, it was a jiggy.
Yeah. Kahle uhambile wathatha umntana ecrash.
Ugutazombulala.
That's what I know about Poppy.
Also, quick question. Before she found out that the baby was dead, why was that car driving so slowly during a riot? Gliding, cruising. Let's just watch people burning.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2 for nice camera work.
I will genuinely give you a 1 for the show. All the great technical work in my world was vanquished by the fuckery. As per normal, it was great. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for always mentioning us and tweeting us.
You guys are awesome.
You guys are awesome. Can I just do like a proper link of the apartheid era?
Gebruik een condom.
Singazu somlaleli siphela kanjalo sanamhlanje siqephu siyabonga ukuthi kunisamukele emakhaya wenu kusuka kumina Otso Noni sithi okum
Nolangibalele.
ho kusuka kini Otso Noni kanye nolangalbalale okumhlophe kodwa isalenga